They say that to play your best, you have to play with and against the best. That applies to any sport. And that's why the Ontario Soccer Association has formed the new Petro-Canada League.
It's supposedly part of the pinnacle of development for the players. Once they come into this kind of league, we hope that the amateur will build up themselves to go into either the provincial team or eventually the national amateur team.
And basically, this league is comprised of all-star teams from 7 districts, including the one we're watching here today from Eastern Ontario.
Yeah, what you're seeing here is the Eastern Ontario team, and we have players from various locations around here. The objective is to pick the best youth players around the ages between 19 and 27, some are older, and put them into a league and play against Hill, Peel County, Eastern Toronto, and so on.
Anytime you take an all-star team concept, the best players from various teams, and put them together, I guess the important thing is to try and get them to play with teamwork.
That is definitely the main objective, but what we are trying to do right now to get basic skills down, even for level of play like this, we have to deal with skills and then work into team play. Hopefully we'll have some exhibition games against outside teams, and then we'll really see what the acid test is before we start the league.
We're watching you do a lot of drills here. In fact, we were watching one with the goaltenders, basically agility drills.
Definitely. The goaltender, I believe, is the #1 player on the field. He stops the play and he starts the play, and attention to the goalkeeper is of paramount importance.
That would be like hockey, any game such as that.
Unlike hockey, the goaltender has a bit more leeway because he can come out, he can be a field player, he distributes the ball much further. His attack is much more important in that he does not just lay the ball or puck down, he gives the ball out and has to be picked up by his players. So his competence is definitely much wanted.
Some of the other drills you're doing here today, 2-on-1, 3-on-2, all basically designed, I think, to set up certain in-game situations.
Yes, today's objective of our play is defensive play, and we start off with the covering defender rushing in and helping the first defender who is delaying the game until he gets orders from behind to either make it the attack or give the attacker a certain channel. It's very important in the game since communication is important, and as you can hear, the shouting and the communication is part of soccer.
How was this team chosen? Who decided which players from which teams would make it?
Availability of player, dedication to the sport, and also coachability.
What's your impression so far on this new Petro-Canada League, which brings the best players from all the teams together?
Well, I think it's a pretty good deal because we're not having, I don't think we'll be having a provincial league this under 18 and everything, so this brings together all the best players under 25, 30-year-olds. It's really good. It's tough. You got to be fit, everything, etc. like that. I think it'll be a good league, and I think it'll go for quite a long time.
Chance for you to improve your skills playing against better players and with better players?
Oh, yeah, yes, definitely so. All the best players around this area will be competing against teams from Toronto, which will improve our game quite a bit, as well as theirs.
How do you find soccer, say, in the Ottawa area? Is it growing? Is it stable? Or what's happening with it?
Well, right now it's starting to really boom around the Ottawa area. Yeah, there's major indoor leagues, major indoor tournaments, etc. I think it's growing over the last 5 years or so.
I think it's a very good idea because it brings together all of the good players in the area, and there'll be a lot of competitive games from the other areas in Toronto.
You have had a lot of good competition over the last few years. I understand you've played in Europe and in Mexico.
Yeah, we went down to a tour during in spring to Europe, and we lost 1 game. We won 4, did very well, and then we went to Mexico, and we learned a lot down there against the South Americans.
You were with the Canadian youth team at that time. Was it a chance to get a yardstick on how the caliber of Canadian youth soccer is compared to the rest of the world?
Yeah, we did. We learned that we're not too far behind. We're competitive. We didn't get blown away or anything like that. And we learned to play various systems and learn to improve our play.
Just watching your practice here tonight, the practice looks well structured, and it looks like you spend a lot of time on the basics.
Yeah, we did. We tried to get the basics down packed so not to make silly mistakes and just work on the fitness.
Now, we're watching these players here this evening. They are players who play soccer for the love of the game. They're not getting any compensation for playing.
Truly amateur. What they might get out of this whole season is a few hamburgers and maybe a Coke or so. But it is an amateur league, and it is meant for amateur players.
And I would imagine one motivating factor to them would be the opportunity to play with better players and against better players and then become better players.
Well, as we said before, it's a pyramid of play. They are looking up towards the provincial league, provincial side, which is coached by extremely good coaches. They are looking for national Olympic team spots. And eventually I hope that we can produce players that are accepted throughout the world. Soccer's come an awful long way since I came to Canada about 18, 20 years ago. I remember in those days a soccer ball was something that you kicked and chased. And as you can see, the chasing and kicking is gone. We have sensible play, and it's been to a lot of dedication of coaches throughout the area here in Eastern Ontario.
I think people might be surprised at just how vast soccer is as far as competition is concerned. Say around the Ottawa area, you drive by just about any park and there's kids kicking a soccer ball around.
And it's true, soccer is a very popular sport, but we can't compete with some other teams in the area because the immediate success in professional sports is there, and we cannot offer that. We can't offer them a hockey league as the 67s can look forward to. We can't offer them a football league as high school football can look forward to. We have to look to other countries, which is much more difficult. The country south to us still is not that haven for soccer, and Europe seems to be the place where we still develop the players. And several Canadians have gone to Europe and are playing there, but we'd like to send more players over, and I would like to hope more players come over here. We have a youth team coming over from Germany in July, and they're from Stuttgart, and that is our first attempt at an exchange. They'll be going from Montreal to Ottawa, then to Toronto. So we're on the right way.
As you can see, soccer is growing in popularity here in Ottawa and the area, and it should continue to do so for many years to come. That's our show for this afternoon. On behalf of Bill Patterson and Dan Seguin, thank you very much for watching Sports 85.